What's up, Warriors, and Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a great holiday. Today, I'm going to talk about, fix that camera a little bit, street fight tactics. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was about 19, 20 years old, it was like 1981, 1982, I used to work for a grocery store chain in Baltimore, Maryland, and back then that was a pretty good job to have. But we made almost $10 an hour, and that was like I think it was 81, 82, like I said before. But we used to go out after work. We used to go out and to the different bars and stuff like that. And the drinking age for beer and wine back then was like 18 years old. So one night, me and this dude I work with, he's crazy as shit. I mean, literally, the dude would get drunk and be a total nutbag. I remember, he came into work one day and he had a cast on his arm. I'm like, "What'd you do?" He goes, "I got drunk last night, punched a steel door, and broke my hand." So anyway, me and him decide after work one night to drive like 40 minutes away to a bar that was near, I guess, Maryland's Eastern Shore. And it was a pretty rough place to go. Of course, he got drunk, got fucked up, and started acting like a nut. And the bouncer came up and said, "You gotta either calm down or leave." And he got into it with the bouncer and started giving the bouncer a hard time. And looked at the bouncer, goes, "Let's go outside, motherfucker," and all that kind of shit. So the bouncer, being an experienced bouncer, let him walk out the door first. So he's following him. The bouncer's walking behind the guy I was hanging out with that night, and they walked out into the parking lot, and as soon as my friend turned around, he just went bam, bam, lit his ass up and put him on the ground. So that is what I call a street fight tactic or a good bar fight tactic. If somebody calls you out and there's no way of getting out of it, let them lead the way out the door first, and as soon as they turn around, make sure you're in close and light their freaking ass up. And there was another bouncer with them who held me back and just said, "Don't even get into it." And I was like, "Cool." I was just like, like I said, 19, 20 years old, and I probably weighed like 165 pounds back then at 6'1", so I was pretty friggin' skinny. So I was like, "Dude, you brought it on yourself, man. You can't run, you don't go out in a bar, get drunk, and run your mouth when they got bouncers all over the place that know how to handle themselves." But anyway, that's just one of the many stories that I have that I'll tell over time. But yeah, he let my buddy walk out first, and as soon as he turned around, he just went bam, bam. I mean, there was blood gushing out of his face, and he was on the freaking ground. So, and again, that's just like a quick, as soon as he turned around, he lit his ass up, and it was over. And he said, "Stay down. If you get back up, I'm going to finish you off." And that's a good lesson to learn, because you never know what's going to happen, or if you do get into a situation, you need to be able to take control of it and make sure you're not the one laying on the freaking ground. So, quick tip for the day. Okay, you're all familiar with the front kick. So, and I was watching a video, and I'm not going to mention the person because he has a good channel, but they were talking about when somebody comes up and pushes you, and they have a defense where as they push, they spread the hands apart. That doesn't happen. If I get close enough to you and I want to push you, you're not going to be able to react quick enough to break that push up. There ain't no freaking way. And that's why I always tell you, when you think things are going sideways or somebody's looking at you funny, just say, "Hey, get those hands up." As soon as those hands are up, you've created a defense. You don't have to worry about them trying to push you, because if they try to get in on you, you can push back, you can hold them off, you can throw a strike, you can throw a kick, do whatever. So you get those hands up right away. And from here, I've shown the front kick in some of my other videos. From here, as soon as they start to come in, kick that knee, step, and we're just going to grab the throat. We're not going to strike, we're just going to grab the throat, and we're going to stop the threat and give them a chance to think about what they're doing and either get an ass whooping or say, okay, it's cool, I'm sorry, I'll stop. So from here, you're gonna step in and we're gonna grab. That forward momentum is gonna be stopped by that front kick. You're gonna kick to the knee or you're gonna kick to the thigh. Because if you get kicked in the thigh, the knee, you're done. You're going down. The thigh, because say 85% of people are probably out of shape in America. So you get kicked in the thigh, that soft tissue damage just hurts like a son of a bitch. So from here, and we're gonna grab. And as I move in, I'm dropping my weight and bracing myself in case there's any more forward momentum. And I'm just gonna grab that throat, and I got this other hand chambered, and I'm just saying, I'm just gonna let them know, if you keep going, I'm gonna fucking destroy you. The choice is yours. What are you gonna do while they're gasping for air? So if they're gonna keep going, I'm just gonna bury my palm into their nose. Then it's pretty much over after that, because from here, I'm making them suffer for air, okay? And they're in a weakened state. Their legs hurting, or their balls are hurting, or their crotch is hurting, depending upon the sex. And I got them here, and I'm clamping down on their larynx, and I'm gonna drive my palm into their nose as hard as I can, and then I can just step in, fall into it with an elbow after that. And that's really what street fights, bar fights, all that, those type of attacks, that's how they fall out or go down. I mean, you're here, you're not dancing around, bobbing and weaving. They're all over you, you know, and the throat, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the groin, the crotch, whatever you want to call it. That's how you get somebody to stop. You know, you hit any of those points, you know, and I know a lot of these videos you watch on YouTube, a lot of these big martial arts channels, they're more geared toward fighting in the cage. Some of the self-defense moves are absolutely ridiculous because it doesn't happen that way. They're ineffective. It's all about the strike, whether it's a kick, a punch, an elbow, fingers to the eyes. I mean, if somebody's got me in a bear hug and my hands are free and I can't really move other than my arms, I'm taking out your eyeballs. I'm going to the dark place in the back of my mind, and I'm gonna rip those fucking eyeballs out and I'm gonna feed them to you. And I'm like, oh, that sounds terrible. Yeah, well, you know what? Do you want to go home at night? Do you want to get killed? Do you want to get raped? Do you want to get shot? No. Grab those freaking eyeballs and just dig your thumb all the way in, pull them out. And that's just one of the many things you do. That's like a lot of times in my videos, they're going to be all over the place because that's the way a street fight is. It's not like you report to the dojo at 7 o'clock at night and your instructors put you through drills and you're half-assing through the techniques. No, you can't do that. And when you come down and go to that place where you train at night, you got a bag or a bob, or you're hitting a pole or tree or a pillow hanging from the rafters, you know, you got to think in your mind, what am I going to do when this person comes at me? Am I going to hit him in the throat? You know, and once you get your skill and you get your muscle memory going, you want to come in and you want to attack that as hard as possible, whatever type of bag or apparatus you have that you can hit. Like I said, you can get a focus mitt from Walmart or Dick's Sporting Goods and tape it to a tree or a pole and hit that. It all works the same as long as you're doing something. You got to go at it and as hard as you can, because you want to end that fight. You want to end that attack. You want to put that son of a bitch in the fucking ground. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. I just started out telling you a story and it got all crazy. Too much caffeine today. Anyway, it's Friday. Have a good weekend. Those of you who are of drinking age, don't get too fucked up this weekend. And I'll try to post another video either Saturday or Sunday. Like I said, if you want to see something, let me know through YouTube or email. I always post that down in the description, and I'll try to get that done for you. Anyway, have a great weekend.